Hey, it's Bill, and here's my thoughts on Leafs 2-1 victory in overtime over the Lightning. And by looking at my face, you can tell I'm not as happy as most Leaf fans. And I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant on that, so I hope you enjoy. All right, the Leafs get a nice 2-1 victory, and at the end of the day, it's a win. The way that they've been playing, 2 points ain't going to hurt anybody. They need to make the playoffs. They need these wins. And yes, it was over the Tampa Bay Lightning, so should be happy. And frankly, I thought some of the players played well. Just didn't happen to be our skilled players. But I thought, there's a couple instances going to the net. You could argue that number 69, Nick Ritchie, had his best beer league game, even though I saw Jeff O'Neill blamed him for the goal, but I'll get on that in just a second. Third line was okay. I thought Kerfoot was awful. And yeah, you got some nice plays at the end. A nice keep in by Tavares. Tavares actually made that first goal. Beautiful shot. And then the power play in overtime that Tavares drew. So probably Tavares is your best player. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Jack Campbell's the best player, but outside of the goalie, Tavares. But let's be frank, if it wasn't for Jack Campbell, this game's over a long time ago. And when have we heard this before? Oh, Anderson. Oh, Joseph. Oh, Belfour. Oh, Reimer. This story's old. It's just old. And then the best is, when the goalie starts not making the saves, now it's the goalie's fault. No. This is not this is a different team than I expect. So let me get into this, right? I get into these, let's see, what people are commenting about the Leafs, because I watched the game. I watched it fully. It was great. I went to darts. No one told me the score. So when I got home, I had no idea what happened. And I watched it. The game's really good when you don't have to listen to the talking heads and the intermissions and all that stuff. So you get to watch the game in 60 minutes. It's a beautiful thing. And typically I know the score when I come home from darts. I didn't know. So I really got to enjoy this game. So watched the game fully, paid attention to it, watched it. Now, they beat the two-time Stanley Cup champ, back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. I'm going and seeing, we want to throw a parade for this team. Oh, this is the best thing ever. We beat the Stanley Cup champions. We're back on track. Nylander got a goal. Tavares got a goal. Woo! Yay! Throw the party. Where's my seat? How do I get it on Bay Street so I can have a bloody seat? These Leaf fans, I refer to as not Leaf fans. You've got your diehard Leaf fans. I consider myself a diehard Leaf fan. I have these people come up to me and want to talk Leafs with me. Oh, yeah, the Leafs this. I mean, they looked at a stat sheet after the game. They went on Sportsnet or TSN and said, oh, look they won 2-1. What a great game against the Stanley Cup champions. Beautiful. They're a great team. They're on fire. So when I get into these situations, and they're not Leaf fans, because the first question I asked was, who was the coach before Mike Babcock? And I will give it to you. You're watching me right now. Without going online, without going on Google, tell me who the last coach was before Mike Babcock. Now, majority of you are going to say Randy Carlyle. And you're friggin' wrong. Because you didn't pay attention to the Peter Hornacek disaster. 9 wins in 42 games or whatever the bloody was. They didn't get a point in 20, or they got 1 point in 20 games. If anyone remembers, that's when Bozak ran Van Riemsdyk. Loophole, they all cashed it in. That's who the Leaf fan was. So these people giving their opinions, the Leafs are going to go to the Stanley Cup. They're watching the game, whether they're checking out their social media, because I guess they're important. They want to see how many likes they got on Instagram. And, oh my God, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, the Leafs scored. Oh, good. Yay. Okay, I go back on. If you watched that game last night and you think the Leafs played well, I don't know what planet you're on. I'm not on the same planet as you. Let's be frank. The first period was an absolute disaster. An absolute disaster. Let's get into the things that as I said, I went into the things that were good. I thought the third line played well. I thought the compete level was good. When they finally went to the net, and there's only one person on the big four that goes to the net, and that's Tavares. When Tavares goes to the net, hits a nice shot. He goes to the net, draws a penalty in overtime. These are all good things. So I'm not going to go all crazy. It wasn't all bad, but that first period was terrible. Okay? Now you got the analytics guys. I like the analytics guys because they tell me, oh, possession in the pocket, chance for scoring, and all these nice analytics. They had a 5-on-3 power play at the end of the period where you had your big shooters on, and I watched a classic synchronized skating all around the outside. Then I pass it to you. Oh, we should pass and do a spinorama, and we'll go around the outside. We'll go around the outside. No one went to the net, and then you get Marner passing it to the wrong team. You got Matthews passing it to the wrong team. Oh, we get to go back and synchronize swim and pass it back to the defenseman. Oh, we get to go in. Oh, it was lovely. It was a disaster. If I wanted to watch figure skating, I'd turn on the figure skating channel. And I'd watch, or maybe my daughter when she did her event when they dressed up in nice costumes and they were dancing and they had synchronized. Oh, you do the twist and I do the twist. That was that 5-on-3 power play. It was awful. The other thing I'm going to point out, let's talk about the first goal for Tampa Bay. All right. The whole game, the Leafs defensemen didn't find a time where they didn't pinch. They pinched on all occasions, no matter what. They pinched. Well, Jake Muzzin does an actual nice pinch. Gets the puck. He's got a shooting lane. Jake Muzzin, shooting lane. Shoot the puck. You got your fourth line on. You got Richie, Spezza, Simmons going to the net. What a time for a shot. What does Muzzin do? No, I don't shoot. I'm the next coming of the passing of the gods. I'm going to try to feed it through 4 guys, and maybe one of my guys will get it. Oh, shit. They intercept it. Well, if Muzzin's going this way, and the 3 forwards are going this way, what do you think's coming back? What do you think is coming back? I'm missing something, because I'm going to give you Muzzin's stats. 11 games played, 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points, and my God, he's got the second most points on the Leafs defense. -7 to boot. For first 20 seconds into the game, Dermott pinches. Breakaway. Third period, there was not a point when not one Leaf defenseman said, I'm going to pinch. Breakaway, 2-on-1, 3-on-2. Here's the stats for the Leafs defenseman. You've got Morgan Riley leading the way. 11 games, 0 goals, 6 assists. Woo, what a point getter. Maybe I should look at an offensive defenseman like Adam Fox. Oh, what do you think, Adam Fox? Well, that guy's a good offensive defenseman. How many points he got? Way goddamn more, and he doesn't pinch like that bullshit. Let's go to our second best defenseman. That's Jake Muzzin with 1 goal and 2 assists in 11 games. Sandin, who I would argue was probably the best at doing the pinching all game, although he pinched every goddamn time, but he actually made some offensive plays. Let's look at his stats. He looked the best out there. Well, he's got 11 games, he's got 0 goals, he got 3 assists for 3 points. That's not good. Now, the guy who actually plays defense and who I thought played a great game, TJ Brody. TJ Brody plays defense. Yeah, he pinches, but he plays defense. He got caught on the bullcrap Muzzin garbage. What has he got? He's got 11 games, 0 goals, and 2 assists. Well, at least he plays defense, so I'll give him that. And if you take a look at his plus minus, he's 0. All right, I'll give that. Travis Dermott. What a painful. Bloody guy pinches at all costs. If it wasn't for Jack Campbell, he's -6 last night. So how is this offensive pincher, jumps on every rush, couldn't find a rush not to jump into? What is his stats for the year? 10 games played, 0 goals, 1 assist. And then you got Liljegren, who's played 5 with 1. I thought Liljegren and Sandin were the best defensemen out there, and that tells you a lot. Well, no, actually, my apologies. Brody was the best, but I thought their defensive group as a whole, unfortunately, Brody gets muzzin. The Jamie McCowan lookalike piece of garbage that needs to find a one-way ticket to Robidaw Island. I will pay for it. I will even pay for your COVID test. We're not going to have to pay for the COVID test for you to return because I don't want you to return. And Justin Hall, you know, the guy who was doing all the pinching before, 7 games, 0 goals, 0 assists. That is your team. The defense together, the ones that bench every single time, 1 goal. Did you see how Tampa Bay played? How many 3-on-0 or 3-on-2s and 2-on-1s did Tampa Bay give up? Maybe 2? I'm not including the overtime because overtime's 3-on-3 and it goes crazy. They didn't give up shit. Did Vasilevsky, oh, what a great game by Vasilevsky. Are you kidding me? He was good. He won Campbell good. This game, the only reason the Leafs got the points this game, the only reason is because Campbell stood on his head. Now, your goalie can only stand on his head for so long. And then, guess what Leaf fans do? They jump on Campbell because they look at the sheet. They go, oh, 5 goals. Campbell must have sucked. Watch the goddamn game. If you watch the game, you will see that there's no way that the Leafs deserve to win this game. None. None. So when I see these defensemen, these offensive stalwarts that can't find a pinch or jump into a rush they don't like, have that many points, are you kidding me? Is this coaching? They must be telling them to pinch at every occasion. Jump in, jump in, jump in. And when you're playing the Vegas Golden Admirals or whatever they were with Michael Armadillo, some player I don't even know, although they even beat Ottawa last night, which tells you how great Ottawa is. So that's another team I love. The Ottawa Senators are going to be fantastic. Yeah, okay. They're terrible. This is not, you get 2 points, you can be happy. I'm supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be joyous. What I saw was despicable hockey with a great goalie and a win of 2-1. So maybe I'll put my smile on my face like a joker and I'll take the damn 2-1 victory. But please don't play no played route. There's a distinct difference in these two teams. One has defensemen. Cernak. I forget there was another guy's name there. It was fantastic. That's a good defense. The Leafs defense is awful. It's atrocious. I'll give you Sandin's got a chance to be something. Sandin's got a chance. I think Riley, good second, third or fourth defenseman. I think he's good. He's solid. I like Brody. That's 3. We need 3 more. And I don't see where we're getting it from because we can't afford anybody. The other thing I want to talk about in this game, the Sergachev hit on Marner. Hit him in the head. What was the response? Tavares, right away. Tavares, our captain. I will give him credit. Salute, sir. Went after him. I didn't know we paid Tavares to go after people. So Sergachev, so I'm watching the play. Yeah, it was a cheap hit. Tavares saw it. You're on the bench. You don't know anything. There's an extra penalty called. You know, in the middle of the play, it looked bad, but you don't know. But don't tell me they didn't go into the dressing room and take a look at that hit. Now, from what I understand, Sergachev said sorry. I'm sorry, Mitch, for making that hit. Apparently, that solved all problems. This is great. I think Tom Wilson should get on a sorry tour. Oh, I'm sorry, Artemi Panarin. I threw your head off the ground. Sorry about that, buddy. Well, then let's overlook it. Well, Sergachev hits him in the head. In the middle of the period, he goes, hey, Mitch, sorry about that. And everything was solved. There was no retaliation, no nothing. Apparently, Mitch must have gone back to the players that I thought we paid money for to protect people like Simmons and Richie and said, don't worry, guys. He said sorry to me. Everything's cool. Everything's awesome. That's a joke. Tell me what we pay Simmons and Richie for. Oh wait, must be their goal scoring. Well, let me take a look at how Richie's points are this year. 11 games played, 0 goals, 1 assist, -4. And 4 penalty minutes. Let's take a look at Simmons. 11 games played. Now, granted, he's got more points than a lot of the Leafs. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points, -2. And he's got 11 minutes. I think he's got 1 fight. Okay. 22 games between these two with 1 goal and 3 assists. What do we pay Simmons and Richie to do? I thought, and I'm stupid, I guess I'm the moron, I thought it was to make sure that the shit that Sergachev did against Marner doesn't happen. And if it does happen, it's dealt with accordingly. Apparently, the Leafs believe that saying sorry, everything's fine. You tell me what the Bruins would do on this one. You tell me if Pastrnak took that shoulder check. Now, granted, Pastrnak doesn't make as much as Marner. I get that piece because Pasternak's is 10 times the player that Marner is, but obviously Marner should get paid more because his dad thinks so. And honestly, he does do a nice double axel, so he probably deserves the money. But let me turn this around. Sergachev does that same hit to David Pastrnak. You tell me what the Bruins do. Do you think David goes, oh, you know what? Sergachev said sorry to me. And the Bruins go, oh, okay, he said sorry to you. Well, then, that's fine. It's a joke. It's a joke. Sergachev should have been hurt. You take the 2-minute instigator and you knock the shit out of him. What stops him from doing it again? Oh, the NHL's going to fine him $5,000. Well, woo. Oh, he gets suspended for a game. Woo. Oh, he's scared. Ooh, I'm really scared. What stops him from taking out Matthews in the next game? As long as I say I'm sorry afterwards, I'm good. No fear. And then I'm just looking at Richie and Simmons offer nothing to the team. But that's what I thought they did. I guess I'm wrong. Wow. Leafs win 2-1. They play Boston on Saturday. The one thing I will point out, now I talked about delusional Leaf fans. Leaf fans pretend Leaf fans. And don't even know who Peter Hornacek is and didn't know what happened in the game because they didn't watch the game because Facebook or whatever, their phone was way more important. So I'm a delusional too. I'll let you know I am delusional. I've worn the same Leaf shirt for the 4 straight games. That Leaf shirt will be back on Saturday, and I'm hoping the Leafs get a victory. Go Jack Campbell. We're going to need you. Defense. Try not to pinch, especially when Marchand, Pastrnak, and Bergeron are on. They're pretty good. Why don't we stay back? Why don't we play defense? Thanks, everyone, for listening. Cheers. Talk to you later. Bye.